and say, well, okay, there's a fear at the back of this saying, oh, I'm going to make a fool of myself, or I really don't know what to say. The only thing I could suggest is, as I'm doing now, is actually to get up there and do it, because once you start flowing, once the energy starts moving, you find that you can talk about anything. It's not so much what you're saying, as was just presented here, it's the way you say it, it's the humour, it's the way you present it, the way you can wave your arms around or make it crazy. I did a course many years ago with Robert Kiyosaki called Powerful Presentations, and one of the things I remember very vividly was everybody was given, in the audience, was given a subject, and you didn't know the subject until you got up in front of the screen. And it was, in my case, it was apples. So you had to talk 5 minutes about apples. So you had to freewheel. You said, well, so what happens is you allow your mind just to go on a roller coaster ride. And he explained this as it was like that. As you go down, you go up, you stall, and then go down again. And so your mind actually freewheels. It starts to progress beyond that. And one of the, I was talking earlier tonight, one of the problems I have, I speak to audiences. I've been on television, I've had my own radio show, I've spoken to 2 days just me up front in a foreign audience that speaks Chinese or Portuguese. So I know what it's like, yet I still freeze when I have to look at that camera, because I need an audience to talk to. I need to be able to move my eyes around. I need to be able to look. When I've got to look at, and we were just discussing this with Nobby, the problem I have is that when I'm sitting in front of that camera, it's got one eye looking at me, and I don't know, my eyes start diverting, I drop my eyes because I'm in thought, and it's excruciating for me because I know I can do it, and I've had the camera, I've got all the gear, I've got all the lights, all the gear, haven't got the green screen, but I still freeze in front of the camera because I sit down, on a night I'll set all the camera up and say, I'm going to push through this, and I sit there and I find myself scripting, because I think a lot. I find myself wanting to script everything and not to make it natural. And the best thing that can happen is when it flows, as it just did on the second time round, where the whole thing flows. And the same in your case. You sort of think, oh God, and when you loosen up, and one of the things I would recommend is just go like that, like just loosen your body up, because then you can start feeling the energy flow again. And I think in each case where we've had it, where your second time, you look much more natural. You start, even though you were still stilted, it's difficult, it is hard, but you can break through that, bring your personality out, and push through it. That's my advice. That's a comment. I was asked to make a comment on what was happening tonight. That's my experience, and I think I've learned a lot tonight. I thank you very much, and yeah, good luck.